Hello and welcome. Today we'll be talking about the Lumentop AAA EDC light. This light comes in at a weight of 12 grams or 0.42 ounces without the AAA battery installed. The size is going to be 2.6 inches by 0.57 inches. Light also features several different modes, a low at 4.5 lumens, and our runtime is going to be about approximately 40 hours. Medium is going to be 27 lumens at about approximately 3 hours and 30 minutes. And finally, the high is going to be 110 lumens at about 40 minutes. It's running on a Cree XP-G3 LED emitter inside. Impact resistance is going to be 1.5 meters, and the waterproof rating is IP68. The light also comes with a small diffuser cap, a small bag filled with O-rings, and the box and manual itself. Here we have the Lumentop Tool AAA. This is the light and the outside of it. It has an interesting domed lens here at the top, and it has a pre-installed clip on it that's you can't remove. This is the bottom, a nice silvery bottom which you can tail stand the light with. We have the diffuser here that comes with the package, which is a nice addition for a AAA light, and a bag of spare O-rings. So this light has several different modes, has 3, and you access the low, medium, and high. It comes in medium, low, and then high, I believe, in terms of the initial startup. It does have memory mode though, so once you turn the light off after about 3 seconds, it will log that last setting into the memory inside. It's a turn switch based light. Let's open it up first, and we can see the O-ring here, and it's got a nice knurling on the body here, so it's good tactile feeling to turning the light and good grip. So when it's wet, you can kind of grip it pretty good. Here's the head unit here, and it's got a little contact point there. And we have a AAA battery in here, rechargeable one, Energizer, 800 milliamp hour one. And we have the tube there, and a spring in the bottom there as a contact point. Let's go ahead and put the battery back in and play with the light here. And on the head here, you can see it says EDC AAA and the serial number as well. So there's a Lumentop logo on the bottom and the information on the side here. So we are in low mode. And to change the UI here, simply turn it on and off quickly. We're into a higher mode and into the medium mode. Into the low mode again, high mode, medium mode. I'm going to try to save it in medium mode, so we'll turn it off for about 3 seconds here. And there's also glow-in-the-dark material inside the actual TIR optic inside of here. So turn this back on, it comes on in medium mode, and that is the memory mode of the UI system of the AAA light. Fairly simple and balanced light. It's very small, almost about the size of my pinky here, and I have relatively small hands, so a good pocketable EDC option or pouch option basically to carry with you as a backup light. And we have the Cree XP-G3 emitter on the inside there too, if you can't see that in the camera. Let's go ahead and get some beam shots and measurements of this light. Okay, we're back shooting at an Aperture 7.1, 2500 ISO, 5000K white balance, and at 24 frames per second on a Panasonic GH2 14-42 millimeter lens. Here in the front, we have the light in low mode, the Oppo Light Master Pro, and my phone measuring the lux, CCT, and CRI. We're about a foot off away from the emitter, or the sensor rather, and we're getting about 50 lux for low mode, about 90,000 or 9,000 CCT, and about 78 CRI rating. Let's go ahead and change the mode here, and this is medium mode. So medium mode is giving us about 412 lux at about 96,000, about 95 for the temperature rating, 9,500 rather, and 77 CRI. Let's go to the high mode here, and the high mode is about 12,000 lux or so, and we have shifting about 10,400 or so CCT, and about the same CRI rating, 78. So let's look at the beam here. Put this to the side, and as we can tell, it's just there's no real hot spot, so to speak. It's an okay optic. It does have artifacting on the side and a lot of chromering, as I like to call it, meaning the sides are like discolored and It's not the best experience in terms of an LED optic inside. I'll turn it on low. Maybe you can see that a little bit better on the low. There you go. See, you can see it's distorted on the side here. If I move it over to the side here. So it's not the best beam, but it is a small profile. And that is okay in my opinion. It's not something to write home about, obviously, but it's something that works fairly practically, we'll call it. But if you're a flashlight enthusiast, it may be a little bit disappointing with the beam shot here. So if you're looking for a nice beam, like the center part's really nice, but the outer part's kind of bugging me a little bit. Other than that, it's a fine, perfectly operational LED inside of it and optic. So it does the job of an EDC light. Overall, I like the EDC AAA Lumentop light. It's got a bunch of features that are attractive for a small light. One of the features is the multiple output methods, which allows me to kind of dial in the runtime a little bit with the battery option, so it conserves battery power. So that's fairly useful, and especially at night when you want to preserve night vision or you don't want to blind other people. The AAA form factor is a good factor to work with because it's a commonly found battery. It works both on alkalines and nickel hydrides. It can also tail stand. The light also comes with this handy diffuser, which Lumentop tends to ship with some of their lights, which I find is an excellent option for anybody who's looking for a very utilitarian type of light. So it works very well in different modes here. So definitely something that's nice to have. The pocket clip has some holes in it here, which you can attach a string or some kind of cordage to hang if you want to use this as a small tent light or something of that sort. The pocket clip is okay. It's nothing home to write about. However, it does attach, it's pre-attached and it is locked in place. So that is important to note. So it does work pretty well in that fashion. The UI is pretty simple to navigate. It's got simple modes, 3 different modes, which are practical in my opinion. And it is a very small form factor for a lot of EDC pouches and carrying options, hence the name EDC AAA. Some of the cons that I found with it is the optic is not my favorite optic when it comes to being a good beam profile, so to speak. That's more of a nitpicky option. Also, the choice of an emitter for the Cree XP-G3. It feels a little bit outdated nowadays. Like you can probably get away with an SST-20 emitter in there with a warmer CRI type of tint as well, so you can get better color rendering and a warmer tint, which I prefer. There's options like that nowadays. The optic itself does have a little bit of chrome ring on the side, outside edges of the rings as we discussed, so that kind of bothers me, but that's more of a preference thing. The knurling on the body here, though, is pretty good. It does work a one-handed operation, so you can do that relatively easily, which is kind of nice for a turn head twisty light. I'm not a fan of the turn twist switch style personally. I'd rather have a button, but that is up to preference once again. Overall, though, it is a good light for a small backup or tertiary light, in my opinion. You can use it as a primary light if you don't plan on being out in the dark that long, too, as well. And finally, I also want to thank Jody from Killzone Flashlights for sending this light out for review. I'm an affiliate with Killzone Flashlights. I have a coupon code, the Vossel Channel 23 at Killzone Flashlights, and you can use that to save 5% off on most brands of flashlights there. I also do get a small commission from that as well, and you can check the info below as well to see how to do that. Overall, though, I do recommend this for anybody who's into hiking, emergency services, camping, and just EDC gear in general for office work or outdoor work, since it's an IP68 rating. And that's all I have to say about the EDC AAA light. Once again, thank you to Joni from Killzone Flashlights for sending this out for review. Take care and enjoy your day, guys.